Alright, I'm here on the show. Gonna be, not really too busy of a day here. Saturday, tomorrow is gonna be a busy day. Just trying to take it easier, with videos today. I'm talking about some NBA news here, and possibly some other stuff here. Tonight I'll have the Mountain West Championship game. Boise State UNLV should be a fun one. Warriors game tonight. So just a few things tonight. Not gonna burn myself out today. Saturday's gonna be a busy day with college football World Conference Championship games. I believe 4 of them. The Kentucky game tomorrow. It's gonna be a busy day. So let's get to the NBA here. Shall we here on the show? Start with NBA Central, some NBA stuff here. So via ESPN NBA, Shams Charania said the Warriors are on the trade market, looking for a star eyes emoji. He says they're looking for another star player to pair next to Steph Curry. Oh boy, we've heard this story before. Like, who realistically that's a star we could trade for? Like, who can we acquire that's a potential star on the trade market? Like, what do we have to trade realistically? Somebody in the comments mentioned Zach LaVine. Maybe? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I would consider him a star, but I think he's a good player. He could be a good fit. Do we have assets? Yes, draft picks. Like, we have some draft picks. If you want to land a star. I don't know what we could do, though. What could you try? Like, what names? Would you want to go get a Brandon Ingram? Possibly. You want to get a Brandon Ingram? Like, we are deep. They have several decent role players. That doesn't mean the team isn't deep. It's just they have no really big second scorer outside of Steph Curry, but they can. Kuminga showed last night he can be second scorer, but he has to do it consistently. But who are we going to give up? Moody? Pajemski? Like, who realistically can we give up? Because I don't think they're going to trade Buddy Hield, even though he's been terrible lately. I don't know, but we'll see. People mentioned Vucevic, Nikola Vucevic. That would be a good option, to be honest. I mean, TJD's been disappointing this year, so I mean, I wouldn't mind getting Vucevic. But yeah, Warriors apparently looking for another star player to pair next to Steph Curry. So NBA scouts believe the Lakers could emerge as a potential trade destination for Brandon Ingram, per at Jake L. Fisher. Ingram's first NBA franchise is indeed whispered, often by scouts, as a potential destination for the next Ingram trade. But I haven't been given any indication that the Lakers are looking to pursue him now. All credible signs circulating around the Lakers suggest that LA is looking to fortify its front court and add perimeter defense to assist LeBron and AD. They ain't doing this shit, man. They gave up Brandon Ingram. I don't think they're going to trade back for him. Like, yes, he can score. But they're missing their young core that they traded away. Remember, they had these guys. They traded them away. If I'm Brandon Ingram, I ain't going back to that shit show in L.A. right now. He's better off staying in New Orleans. The Lakers, to me, burnt that bridge a long time ago when they traded him. Go through here. I'm not going to read that about Damian Lillard. Who cares? So Norman Powell says no one has an ego on this year's Clippers team. I think this year we have guys who are really team-oriented and team-focused on both sides of the ball, who are willing to learn and grow and have the mentality to do whatever it takes to win. Everybody's coachable and focused on the task at hand. There are no egos. I think the atmosphere has been a lot of fun. We're playing pure basketball. Man, wonder who he's talking about here with no egos. Paul George. Cindy, he's frying Podcast P now. That's what we call him here. Podcast P. That's all he does is he talks on his podcast. Hardly plays. But Norman Powell's been better than Paul George this year. In the games Paul George has played with the Sixers, it's really been addition by subtraction on the departure. And this were like 8 games of the season where he was averaging 24, Zubac averaging 22. Obviously, he's not a 22-point per game scorer, but Zubac is still a good player. And Harden may not be shooting the best, but he's still averaging like a near double-double. So the Orlando Magic are the favorites to acquire De'Aaron Fox and potential trade per Bovada official. Man, imagine De'Aaron Fox, Paulo Banchero, Franz Wagner. That'd be lethal. And an anonymous NBA executive says DeMar DeRozan's game doesn't translate to winning basketball. Who's this anonymous NBA executive? No one cares when you're anonymous. Just say it straight up. Hate this shit. I mean, like, yeah, he's a mid-range ISO type player. But, like, that's what every dominant player in the NBA does. But Steph Curry's the exception because it's the greatest shooter ever, and other teams are trying to copy the exception. But most players live in the mid-range. In fact, investigators weren't sure what it was. They just need to get shooters. If you have a player that's a mid-range player, like DeMar DeRozan, like, I don't know, get shooters. Like, that, get players out there who can shoot. So, now let's get to some wrestling stuff here. The Motor City Machine Guns versus the Street Profits for the Tag Team Championships is set for SmackDown tonight. I feel like we're going to get a full DIY heel turn. It's going to get interrupted. And then they'll probably do like a triple threat at maybe what's it fucking called, main event or Saturday night main event, December 14th, or whenever it is. Penta Zero Miedo is now officially a free agent. WWE bound, pal. It's gonna happen. A new show set to debut an AEW titled WWE LFG, Legends and Future Greats. Should be interesting. So WWE confirms that the 2025 Royal Rumble will have an early start time, like Survivor Series and Bad Blood this year, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 p.m. in the UK, Saturday, February 1st. That's perfect time, 6 p.m. instead of the normal about 8 p.m. or about 8 p.m. starts. So via WrestleVotes Radio Backstage Pass, WWE's had initial discussions for bringing in specific legends for Saturday nights. Main event 2024 next week. Hulk Hogan is among the names that could be included. How unfortunate. I don't want this, man. Like, I don't hate Hulk Hogan. It's just like, I mean, I would prefer a different legend, man. I don't hate Hulk Hogan, but I just don't care for him anymore. That's just the thing. PW Insider talked about all of the talk as of late surrounding Dwayne The Rock Johnson at WrestleMania 41. WWE works on the creative, and if when The Rock tells them this is what he'd like to do, they change accordingly. If The Rock wants to do something, that's as good as Ari Emanuel telling Triple H and the creative team this is what will happen, and then it will. The company has their plans, and they will pivot if and when Rock descends down from the board of directors in Hollywood. Well, basically, everything we already knew. Didn't tell us anything fucking new. We already knew about him. We already knew it's about surrounding The Rock and WrestleMania 41. So WWE Raw on Netflix, it will air live no matter where it's taking place. When the company heads to Europe on the road to WrestleMania 41, Raw will stream live in the United States at the same time, no matter the time zone differences. The plan is to have the show air live as it happens, and then to be available via VOD as soon as it's possible after it goes off the air via PW Insider. No spoilers, pal. Be able to avoid those spoilers. Actually watch these shows live. So it's not spoiled for me. So, but your WrestleVotes Radio Backstage Pass. Finn Balor is in line for a renewed singles push in 2025. Well, he has to lose the tag titles first. But I mean, this really confirms he is going to lose the tag titles, but can we really trust him to have him in a singles push? I swear I've seen that report before and it's not happened. Yeah, that's all the wrestling news here. Had to go over. So prayers up for Randy Moss as he's stepping away from his role with ESPN as he's battling a health issue. So prayers for a speedy recovery with Randy Moss dealing with an issue, a health issue. I don't know what it is, but it's some type of health issue. So, NFL legendary coach, Bill Belichick, he interviewed with North Carolina for their head coaching gig. Per multiple reports, they fired Matt Brown this offseason, or at least, before the end of the season, excuse me. Per multiple reports, now Bill Belichick's in for their job. Would be interesting. I don't know. I don't know if I can picture him being a college coach. Well, I mean, he's dating a college student, so it won't be too hard. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? His girlfriend's like 20. He's like 20. She's like 20. He's like 70. I don't know if I could just picture him coaching a college team, because all the years he coached in the NFL with Tom Brady. Well, I mean, the college game's kind of similar to NFL now. They pay you that money. So, with the NIL. So, I could see it, maybe, just because of that. Now let's get to some NFL stuff from people I normally talk about. From the injury report for the Eagles, cornerback Darius Slay, wide receiver Devontae Smith are set to make their returns for the Eagles, but tight end Dallas Goedert and safety Reed Blankenship among those ruled out against the #Panthers. I mean, they shouldn't really need them this week against the Panthers. This is per Mike Garofalo. So the Bears injury report. Ryan Bates, Elijah Hicks, and Roschon Johnson are out this week. DJ Moore and Swift are questionable. Everybody else is fully available to play. So Dave Canales, the Panthers coach, he expects Jadeveon Clowney and JT Sanders to play. So he expects them both to play against the Eagles. Significant Jets news. Running back Breece Hall and cornerback Sauce Gardner will both be listed as doubtful. In addition, C.J. Mosley with a neck injury will be placed on injured reserve ending his season. The Jets are just a dumpster fire, man. So, former Chiefs offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy is out at offensive coordinator at UCLA. His Bruins finished 117th in total offense this season. Hey, remember when is it still racism that he wasn't given a good coaching job with the Chiefs? The Texans signed tight end Brevin Jordan to a 1-year extension. Zach Martin, all-pro offensive guard. He will have season-ending surgery in his ankle. Mike McCarthy announced the 34-year-old played in just 10 games this season. He's getting up there in age, man. Like he says, just 10 games. Like he only missed 2 at that point. Yeah, he just hasn't been playing good this year. But every offensive lineman has a down year. It happens. But he's going to undergo a season-ending ankle surgery. Eagles linebacker Logan Wilson had a surgical cleanup on his knee yesterday morning. He's expected to miss the rest of the regular season. Well, there goes one of their good defensive guys they have. When it rains, it pours. The Bills are listing wide receiver Keon Coleman, tight end Dalton Kincaid is questionable for Sunday's game versus the Rams. DJ Moore, and we talked about DeAndre Swift listed as questionable. Chargers signed Laviska Shenault to their practice squad. But that's all the news I want to talk about here. A lot of stuff I want to get into, but I'll see you guys back here later tonight for Boise State UNLV.